For this video, you're going to need your saxophone neck, your mouthpiece, your ligature, and your reed. This video might first seem really weird and you might not be very good at it, and it's going to be like tapping your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. That's okay. At the end of the 3 weeks, I bet you're a whole lot better and you figured out a lot of coordination and you're going to sound wonderful on saxophone. The most important thing to take is a silent breath. Now take a loud breath. Oh, did you feel how your throat hurts? That's why we want silent breaths. Huge, open, unconstricted. If you kink a hose, it doesn't put out much water. If you kink your throat, you can't put out much air for your brass wind instrument. So let's take 4 beats of a silent breath together. Ready, go. Now, you're going to focus on inhaling and exhaling evenly the entire 4 beats. All 4 beats you breathe in, it's got to be completely even. You're not getting a massive amount and a tiny amount. All completely even the whole way, and then exhale all completely even. I want you to take your silent breath and put your fingers in front of you. Did you hear the cool sound that my fingers made? So when you take an inhale with your silent breath, but you put your fingers make a really cool sound. So we're going to breathe in for 4 beats and hear the sound on our fingers, and exhale for 4 beats. Completely even. Ready, go. We're going to learn how to set our saxophone up like this. First, you're going to take your reed and we're going to begin soaking it. Take it out of the case only by touching the lower or really thick end of the reed where the glossy end is. You want to avoid touching the thin end of the reed. You might break it or crack it, and then you're just wasting money, and that really stinks. So take the reed, holding by the thicker end, and set it in your mouth. We're going to soak it here for the entire time of setup. I'm going to take mine out so I can communicate with you, but you keep it right here. Now take your neck. If you haven't yet, apply cork grease right here on the cork. You're just going to take it and put it on like chapstick all around. Not too heavy, but around. Then you want to hold the saxophone neck like this with your thumb on the button. You want to avoid touching any of this metal piece here. This key should stay untouched. That's a really easy way to bend and move out of place this part so it doesn't work anymore. Make sure you hold down the button and don't touch any of the silver key. Now take your mouthpiece. You're going to twist and push. Don't just push straight, you'll break the cork, until the mouthpiece is just past halfway. The hole on the bottom of your mouthpiece should be lined up with the hole at the bottom here. So twist your mouthpiece until this hole is lined up with this. Check it out at you. Take your ligature, place the larger end down so it slides all the way down the mouthpiece. The screws should be pointing to your right. Now take the reed that's been soaking and you want to get the whole reed wet. So turn it around. There should not be a dry spot. No dry spots on the whole reed. You're going to lift the ligature up just a little bit so that you can slide the reed over the mouthpiece and under the ligature. So the reed should sit over the mouthpiece. Notice here it's over the mouthpiece. I didn't place it inside the mouthpiece hole. Right over the mouthpiece like a surfboard on the waves. The ligature should sit below the glossy line. Ligature should be below the glossy line. Once that is set below the glossy line, adjust the tip of your reed, without touching the tip of the reed, adjusting from the sides and bottom, so that it is lined up with the tiniest little sliver of black mouthpiece showing over the reed. And then tighten your ligature just until it starts feeling tense. Don't tighten it all the way. You start feeling a little tension, done. Good to go on both screws. To set up the embouchure, we're going to first use our finger instead of the mouthpiece. So take your finger and feel on your bottom lip where wet meets dry. There should be an exact line on your lip where the wet back of your lip meets the dry top of your lip. Find that exact line and set it on your bottom teeth. Not grandma curl, that's bad. The lip should be sitting on your teeth. Take your pointer finger and push down. When you push down on your lip, you should feel like your teeth are going to slice through the edge of your lip. Not skin, lip. So, we don't want that pressure. That's just how you check placement. Now, take your teeth, lip, finger, and lightly put your top teeth barely touching your finger. All right. Let's exhale 3 times so you can feel your lips wrap all the way in a circle around your finger. Same drill, but now on the actual mouthpiece. So take it with 2 fingers and your thumb, holding right at the button. So your pointer finger and thumb should hold the button down, and then the other finger sits gently on top. Lip on teeth, halfway point of the reed, your thumb indicate right at the halfway point of the reed, not the glossy part, this half, right there. That's where it's going to sit on your lip. Teeth on top. Now we're going to inhale and then breathe out with no saxophone sound 3 times. In for 4, out for 4. Saxophone comes straight out. No angle. Now, we're going to slowly close our lips around in a circle on our finger. So if you squeeze here, you'll feel your bottom lip crinkling together against your finger. That's how you can tell you're using all of the muscles in your embouchure, mouth muscles, embouchure. Ah, eh, eh, eh. Slowly close, start breathing, and then slowly close. To check to make sure you're using your lips instead of your jaw or your teeth to create sound against the reed, we're going to use the finger. So you're going to bite your finger like this and try to do the same thing. Start exhaling and slowly close your lips until there's a sound. Make sure you're halfway down the reed or more. Important sound quality. Does your sound this clean? Or can you get this airiness in the tone? Let's breathe in for 4, out for 4, and try to see if you can get your teeth apart and the tone really airy. Let's try moving the pitch around. So we're going to try to go firm lips to play a high note, relax your lips to play a low note, firm to play high. So if you take your finger as the mouthpiece, you should be able to squeeze around your finger and feel crinkles on your bottom lip. So those are the muscles we're going to use to go high, low, high. Deep breath, halfway down the reed, now we're going to try to go high, low, ooh. But I want to challenge you to try some of these with your finger in your teeth. 1, 2, 3. In order to tongue or articulate on the reeds so that we separate our notes, we have to feel our tongue moving. Sing with me. Do, 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 do. Again. Do, 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 do. Feel just one or two taste buds hitting. Do, 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 do. We want the same thing happening with our tongue on the reed. So we're going to use air only, but take our fingernail and pretend like it's our tongue hitting the bottom tip of the reed. Air never stops. One more time. Make sure your lip is halfway down the reed. Bottom tip of the reed. Tip of the tongue to the tip of the reed. Now we're going to try to go high, high, low, low, high, high. Making sure your tongue is hitting underneath the tip of the reed. Place your tongue there briefly. Set the reed right on top of your tongue. You want about 2 or 3 taste buds making contact. High, high, low, low, high, high. Final challenge, high, low, high, low. Do, 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 do. Alright, you sucked at it. That's okay. You're going to get better over the next 3 weeks. And by the end, you're going to start sounding really good and be prepared to be a really great saxophone player. That's the bell.